Assalamualaikum student, welcome to the classes of Sufa English High School. This is Shazia Khan, subject teacher of SST. Today I will be teaching to standard 6 history lesson number 8, that is states after the Maurya Empire. State after means state के बाद जो मौर्य एम्पायर था उसके बारे में we will teach about them. So let's start with the points. It is the India from 4th to 6th century map. Indian Ocean maps is given here. This is the point 8.1 the Shunga dynasty, 8.2 Indo-Greek kings, 8.3 Kushana kings, 8.4 the Gupta dynasty, 8.5 the Vardhan dynasty, 8.6 powers in northeast India. So let's start with the new paragraph and first paragraph 8.1 the Shunga dynasty. After Emperor Ashoka, Maurya started declining. The last Maurya emperor was called Brihadratha. The Maurya general Pushyamitra Shunga revolted against Brihadratha, killed him and became the king himself. Now in this paragraph it is explained that after Emperor Ashoka, Maurya power started declining. Means खत्म हो जाना. After the death of Emperor Ashoka, the Maurya Empire declined. Brihadratha was the last Maurya king. Pushyamitra Shunga, the commander of Maurya army, led the revolt. Revolt means बगावत करना. He executed Brihadratha and founded the rule of the Shunga dynasty. He executed means फांसी लेना. Killed him and became the king himself. Now go to the next paragraph. 8.2 Indo-Greek kings. During this period, there were several small kingdoms ruled by Greek kings to the northwest of the Indian subcontinent. Those kings are known as Indo-Greek kings. In the history of the coins of ancient India, the coins of these kings are very important. They had a tradition of putting the picture of the king on one side and that of a deity on the other side. These traditions later took root in India. One of the famous Indo-Greek kings was Menander, who discussed Buddhist philosophy with the Buddhist bhikkhu Nagasena. Menander is also referred to as Milinda. The question that he discussed with Bhikkhu Nagasena led to the creation of the book Milind Panha. The Pali word Panha means question. Now in this paragraph it is said that during this period there were several small kingdoms ruled by Greek king. The Indo-Greek were the Greek kings who ruled in the northwest India. Manendra or Milinda in Indian writing was a prominent Indo-Greek king. Prominent means famous, बहुत ज़्यादा मशहूर. His dialogues with the Buddhist bhikkhu Nagasena on the Buddhist philosophy are compiled in a book called Milinda Panha, that is the question of Milinda. Manendra is also referred to as Milinda. One of the famous Indo-Greek king was Manendra, who discussed Buddhist philosophy. They had a tradition of putting the picture of the king on one side and that of deity. Deity means Bhagwan on the other side. This tradition later took root in India. So this is the silver coin of Manendra. It is the silver coins of Manendra, both sides. This is the front side and this is the back sides. Now go to the next paragraph. 8.3 Krishna king. India was invaded from time to time by several tribes. The Kushna were one such tribe from Central Asia. They established their rule in the northwestern region and in Kashmir in the 1st century CE. The Kushna kings were the first to start minting of gold coin in India. They started the customs of putting the images of Gautam Buddha and different Indian deities on the coin. The Kushan king Kanishka extended their empire. Now, in this paragraph, the Krishna tribals or tribe means Azmaish from Central Asia invaded India and established their rule in the northwest India and Kashmir. Invaded means हमला करना और अपनी rules means their rules means that अपनी हुकूमत चलाना in the northwest India and Kashmir. The Krishna king started the practice of minting gold coins, imprinting the images of Buddha and other Indian deities. Deities means, I also repeated, deities means Bhagwan. They established their rule in the northwestern. They started custom of putting the images of Gautam Buddha and different Indian deities on the coins. The Kushna king Kanishka extended their empire. Now go to the next paragraph. Emperor Kanishka. Kanishka's empire extended from Kabul in the west to Varanasi in the east. Gold and copper coins minted by him have been found in North India. The fourth Buddhist council was held in Kashmir. During his reign, he established the city of Kanishkapur in Kashmir. It is believed that the village of Kampur near Srinagar today could be Kanishkapur. The well-known poet Ashwaghosh lived during the reign of Kanishka. He brought the text Buddha Charitra and Vajra Suchi. The famous Vaidya Charaka was also in Kanishka's court. Now, in this paragraph, Emperor Kanishka, it is explained that Emperor Kanishka was a prominent Kushna ruler. Prominent means famous, बहुत ज़्यादा famous. His rule extended from Kabul to Varanasi. He convened the fourth Buddhist council. Convent means बुलाई जाना. काउंसिल को बुलाए जाना, समिति को बुलाए जाना. काउंसिल्स मीन्स समिति. ही फाउंडेड कनिष्कपुर, न्यू सिटी इन कश्मीर. अश्वघोष कंपोज्ड बुद्ध चरिता एंड वाजरा सूची. द फेमस वैद्य चारका वॉज इन द कोर्ट ऑफ कनिष्का. एंड द कॉइन्स ऑफ कनिष्कास आर हियर given here. A gold coin of Kanishka, both side of the coins. Kanishka's gold coin, it was minted by Emperor Kanishka. It has the words Shao, Nano, Shao, Kanishki, Koshana on one side. It means king of kings. Emperor Kanishka Kushna on the other side. There is an image of Gautam Buddha and the word Buddha means Buddha written in the Greek script. Now go to the next page. Start with new paragraph 8.4. The Gupta dynasty. The end of the 3rd century CE saw the rise of the Gupta dynasty in North India. The Guptas remained in power for nearly 3 centuries. Sri Gupta was the founder of the Gupta dynasty. Samudragupta and Chandragupta II were the notable kings of the Gupta dynasties. The Gupta dynasties, it is in this paragraph it is explained that the Gupta dynasties ruled India for nearly 300 years. Sri Gupta founded the Gupta dynasty. Chandragupta first laid the foundation of the Gupta Empire. Samudragupta, the expansion of the Gupta Empire began during the reign of Chandragupta first. His son Samudragupta defeated the smaller neighboring kingdoms and extended the empire further. In his time, the Gupta Empire spread from Assam up to the Punjab. He had also conquered the eastern coastal region up to Kanchi in Tamil Nadu. Due to these victories, his power came to be recognized everywhere. As a result, kings on the northwestern frontier as well as those in Sri Lanka made treaties of friendship with him. A pillar inscription at Prayag describes Samudragupta's conquest and victories. This inscription is known as Prayag Prashasti and also Allahabad Prashasti. He was an expert veena player. He minted coins which had a variety of images engraved on them. In one of them, he is seen playing the veena. His name Samudragupta is engraved on it. Now, Samudragupta first laid the foundation of the Gupta. He was succeeded by Samudragupta, whose rule extended from Assam to Punjab. He also conquered territories up to Kanchi in the south. A stone inscription at Allahabad describes the conquest of Samudra. Now, the second part of Samudragupta, Chandragupta II. After Chandragupta, his son Chandragupta II extended the throne. He extended the Gupta Empire toward the northwest. He also won Malwa, Gujarat, and Saurashtra. He established good relations with the powerful Vakataka rulers in the south by giving the daughters Prabhavati in marriage to Rudrasen II. There is an iron pillar at Maharali near Delhi. It has not rusted even in the course of the last 1500 years. It is an excellent specimen of the metallurgical skill of the ancient Indian people. The inscription on the pillars bears the name of king called Chandra. It is on this basis that the iron pillar is assumed to be of the period of Chandragupta II. Now, in this paragraph, Chandragupta II succeeded Samudragupta. He annexed Malwa. Annexed means हड़प करना, छीन लेना. Gujarat and Saurashtra. He established matrimonial alliance with the powerful Vakataka in the south. Matrimonial alliance means शादी कर लेना, शादी की इन्होंने. It is assumed that an iron pillar built near Delhi was built by Chandragupta II. Fahen, the Chinese traveler, visited India during the rule of Chandragupta II. Okay, student, it is enough for today. I will continue the remaining lesson in the next video. I hope you all understood this. So take care and thank you.